So you see, the way you eat, the hot dogs is really planned beforehand, and how you eat is the methods. How fast he add is also a method. How fast the competitor eat, you also watching. So this is the same thing. Winston, Zhao Tong, Felice, Jenny, and Yifei, and those of you are listening. I think Le Tong, right? Eden, if you are listening, sorry. That the video later you can watch it at any time. So let me share. So what is the day one? This, in fact, this is a day two. Not day one, sorry. Should be day two. Okay, today we are talking about think creative and think like a freak. As you know that what we will take away for today's lesson is that why must you think creative? Look at Kobayashi. He's one of the record holder for about 10 or 12 times. If you read the books, you will understand why he's that good, because he came from a very, very poor family. One day he was so poor that he can't pay for his rent. His girlfriend was so sad. He's not doing anything. He can't find a job in Japan. So it's just like God's will. He found a poster about eating this hot dog sauce. Then he went for this competition. But before he went for the competition, 所谓知己知彼，百战不败。Right? You heard of this before, right? 孙子兵法, right? I mean, you have to learn all these things. In fact, I also teach my upper secondary students for doing that, especially my Set 4 students. Before they go for their O level and their exam, usually I prepare them for the art of how to study before examinations. So it's not for you, please. Now don't talk about that first. I'm just sharing with you. So they need to know all these methods, because in order to make sure that during your study process, you don't stress out, okay? So like this one, I always tell my students, not just you, because you're still brand new. So I always tell my existing students, every time they came across a problem, that's why I say, do not say, I do not know. The more you say that, you're going to destroy your brain. Seriously. It's just like, why, if a few person can survive through a winter or a snow in North Pole, but why this person in Mount Everest can survive through? It's all because the will of the mind that you tell him you can do it. So from now on, please do not use the IDK. Okay, the boot camp for these few days is not about getting to know how to study English or this, but to get to know how are you going to cope in your secondary school life. And how not only that, because this is a very bridging, because your primary school is like laying a foundation, your secondary school is building the strong foundation, the pillar for your A level, for your diploma, or even for your higher learning in university. So if yesterday, I'm not sure you watched the video, that means we have path 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So up to you which path you choose in your life. Nobody can stop you. Okay, I have some students who choose path longer. To be honest, if you saw this police award, right? Right, that's not right. It took me 4 or 5 times to go for a medical checkup to get into the police. And by the way, the police that pay me for hourly rate at eBay is $4.60. I'm telling you, nothing to hide, because if you don't believe me, go to Singapore Police Force, you'll take a look at it. Why is it? Because I'm a volunteer, especially constable police force. Okay, I do the same thing like police officer. I can arrest people, I can give first aid, I can whatever it is. But why am I doing it eBay? It's the passion. Because when I was young, I loved to study criminal law. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a police officer. eBay, but because of my heart conditions, it doesn't warrant me. So very sad, very disappointed. So I changed my course from law degree to information technology, IT. Right. So in life, don't just stop there. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, I think you have done an excellent job, right? Jenny, yesterday I bow to all of you. I really respect Ipe. Since you are here, I just bow to you. Thank you so much that all of you have just completed one chapter of your life. Hey, don't talk about, I got one student, not fair. What about my kindergarten? Okay, maybe your kindergarten is chapter 1, your primary school is chapter 2. So now you're coming to chapter 3 of your life. So you must think like a freak. You must believe yourself that, you see, Ipe, if iPhone founder and the Microsoft founder, okay, and the Samsung founder and the Jack Ma founder for Alibaba, they don't think like a freak, Wilson. Today you will not have iPhone, 对吗? Right? True not, Wilson? If these people don't think like a freak, today we do not have light bulb. True not, Winston? Thomas Edison, 对吗 Winston, right? So please continue to think like a freak. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean Singapore education is lousy, even though I'm an ex-teacher. So I feel that the education here is just a very rigid 很死板板，就是 academic 对吗 So recently I used to teach international school as well. Some Christian school if some of you stay in Khatib, you should know there's some Christian school. But this year I got the chance to teach international students in Suzhou. Okay, wow, the way they talk is really different, Jenny. Only primary 5. Sorry, Uncle Raymond. So I don't think the way you say is correct. By the way, you know, that's not live. Oh my goodness, Jenny. 5年级学生呢，跟我 slang 到好像老外 police， 所以我也不要输给他们嘛，我也是 slang 咯。Oh really? I see. I'm so sorry about that. But 很怪咯 Jenny. Not my cup of tea. But you can imagine now, these are the students that they really think like a and talk like this. Nothing wrong with children. Okay. Especially for those express students, you will know that some of my students, I ask them to talk really loud. Why? How they do it. What you will be learning and to take away from this lesson today. Why must you think creative? Why, besides thinking creative, you must think like a freak? This is the way you're supposed to read and talk. Not like that. Who are the people who really think like a freak? How to think creative and think like a freak? Exercise and brainstorm. What you have learned from today's lesson, you think creative and think like a freak. This is the way you're going to read like that. Good luck to you. Zhao Tong, I'm good luck to you. Seriously. Because in the real world, if you're going to read like that, so sorry. Especially applying for a job, Zhao Tong, police, about sales and marketing. Do you think you as a Zhao Tong, you are the director, would you want to employ people to talk like that? No, right? Let's be honest. Correct now. You will say you want to choose people that say, hi, good morning, ma'am. May I help you? Good morning, sir. Welcome to hotel. Or this is correct. The tonality is very important. So please, if anyone, Yifei were to tell you, excuse me, Yifei, can you don't talk like that? No, don't slang, please. Please, Yifei, you don't give a damn to that person. I'm telling you. Are you saying the teacher? So yes, the teacher might say, please, don't slang like this, please. I'm so sorry. Because Yifei, your world theater is not in Singapore. Your world theater, your business opportunity, your career opportunity is the world. Okay, I'm so sorry. There'll be some teacher who have been teaching in the school for 20, 30 years. They might go overseas and study or go overseas and see the world, but they are in the education. But Uncle Raymond has worked in a multinational company. We are talking about big company. Okay, Nokia is one of my ex-company. Fuji Xerox is one of my ex-company. Okay, and Bank of Switzerland, I work with them. We are talking about big company like Bank, Citibank, all these things. And people don't talk like that. Hi, Yipei, how are you? You want to go for lunch or not? We don't talk like that, right? Yipei, in the real world. Right? We talk properly. But nothing wrong as a friend, you might talk, hey, 我们今天去哪里吃哈? Very Singlish, right? Jenny, very Singlish, right? You know, right? I mean, you have in Singapore. That's to show the uniqueness of Singapore. But when you come to do things, that's why Jenny, and some of you are in the express, you understand, right? You have a formal and an informal letter writing. So it's the tonality. I'm seriously. And tonight I'm interviewing some of my part-timers to work in my friend's company. I used to interview students also. Staff who are graduated from their study. Okay, so must think like a freak. Okay, let's go on to this. Okay, these are the YouTube. So are you ready to think like a freak? So Eden and Le Tong, if you are watching this video, please go in and watch. And those of you who still want to watch again, please go in and take a look. But if you want to type Kobayashi, there's a lot of video about him. Seriously, okay, please do not think like a Singapore student anymore, right? Think like an international student. Seriously, whether you're IP or Express, think beyond that. Trust me, okay? All right, next. So this is the book. Now, if you are really, really interested to read this book, it can be only found in Kinokuniya. You know it's Kinokuniya, right? You know, in Takashimaya, Takashimaya. I love the bookstore. It's so big, and a lot of anime comics. You know anime, right? If some of you love anime, you know what I mean. I love the animes. And if you do not wish to go there, you can download this book, PDF format. Okay, you just type thing like a free PDF format, and then you can read anytime in your laptop or in your tablets, in your PLD, personal learning device, right? I'm not sure you can download in your PLD. There's an MOE book device. Okay. So let's go through why I choose this book. The content is really motivating and encouraging. I already finished reading this book. I'm going to read the second time. There's a lot of takeaway from the book. Seriously, trust me. Okay, no more reading books like, I'm not saying that you cannot read Harry Potter books, or Ife and Jenny. No, don't laugh at. I got students totally, the parents do not allow them to read Harry Potter books. You know why? Why? Right, Zhao Tong, police, you want to know, right? Listen, right? Because my mommy, daddy say the book of wizard and witches. So as a Christian, we cannot read this type of book. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, seriously. Just because they got 巫婆不可以读那个故事书，不可以看那个 movie 啊。If let's take it as an entertainment, 对吗？ Right, Harry Potter. My son loved Harry Potter so much until he bought all these things here. Oh, you cannot see again. See Harry Potter. Don't believe, right? Harry Potter. Huh? How old is he? He's already 27 years old. Yeah. My elder son is 27 years old. My younger son is only 10 years old. Big gap, huh? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not my students, as I mentioned to them yesterday, you are all my leaders. So think like a leader, which is we are talking about tomorrow lesson. What can you benefit and learn from this book? You will create a brand new world of you. Please, if you have time now, go and get this book. There are lots of books if you want to think and go rich that and poor that. You're supposed to read this kind of book to motivate you, to beef up your brain power, because you're going to prepare for your literature in set 1 and set 2, and it's not easy. You know who is Shakespeare, right? 莎士比亚. I love Shakespeare, 赵董, Police, Winston. I love Shakespeare, but the only book I hate from Shakespeare, 我最讨厌的 Shakespeare 就是罗密欧 and Juliet. 那个很可怜的，那个情侣最后死掉，可怜。不然等一下很多 tissue paper， 伤心。I don't like that books, I'm sorry. And the rest of the book I read before, I done this for my study before. But if Winston and Wilson, if you are going to Hwa Chong, please be prepared that you'll be reading this Shakespeare book called Julius Caesar. Okay, so my advice is start reading that books, because the past few years, including this year, students from Hwa Chong told me they are reading this book, Julius Caesar. Not easy book. It's quite tough. So my advice is, if you want, you can read the Shakespeare for Julius Caesar. When this book will be used for your literature, if you are going to Hwa Chong, is year 2. Unless they change the what do you call the lesson plan. Sorry, I think yesterday I eat too many lamb chop, because I went for my ceremony, so I ate a lot. So what are the 3 things to take away? Be yourself. Okay, can I say Wilson, Winston, and Zhao Tong, be yourself. You must be yourself. Why? Learn to take out the challenge. So are you saying Yifei, Felice, and Jenny, you are not important? No. No, I'm so sorry to say that you guys are more tougher than the 3 of them. You know why? Because I'm sorry. In your school, I'm not sure which school you're going to. That's why I ask you. So Jenny, if you're going to Yishun Sec, right, Jenny, good luck to you. Because the school got anti-student. So Jenny, you say, Uncle Raymond, 难道你说你看不起 anti-student? 对不起. I will never look down in any. I have students from anti, they did very well and they graduated well. 所谓近朱者赤，近墨者黑, you know what this is? Right, Jenny? You know all this stuff. I'm not saying the student. I was a discipline teacher, discipline master. I'm now in the police force. Now that day I was doing my patrolling, I saw my student playing basketball. But after that, I warned him. I say certain friends don't play with basketball. You know why? Because they end up smoking. You know, smoking is a very big offense for underage. Okay, but if you're smoking inside got drug, you'll be boys home and girls home. Singapore is take this very strict. I'm telling you, seriously. So be careful. So Jenny, and let's mention, since you are so open and so honest to Uncle Raymond, million thanks to you. So when you go to the school, the best is to mix with the good students. I'm not saying the anti you don't mix seriously. To be honest, some of them might question me and say, are you sure which one you go and kind of be or look down? For my experience, 70% from these students cannot make it well in life. No, they can make it well in life, but they cannot make it well in terms of anti going for NA or going for A level. They have a longer path. Remember the path 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? They'll be going through path 4. Definitely 70% can make it through in life. The 30% will definitely cannot make it through in life. You know what happened? Reason. Join gangster. Okay? FML. You know what's ML? Finish my life. Seriously. I'm telling you the true fact. Now this is recording. This is live. People are watching my YouTube. Okay? I cannot anyhow say things. So guys, it's up to you. Sometimes if your parents, sorry, if your classmate or your friends are down, if you can help them, do your best. If you cannot help them, please pass them to counselor because you have your own life. Helping others is good things. Seriously. It will give you more karma, good vibes, and good blessing to you and your family. Whether you are Christian, non-Christian, Buddhism, or have a religion. This is where you do this. Take up the challenge. When fear, think of a new way to succeed. Never give up. Not the rich Ashley, never going to give you up. Not that song, please. I think enough already. Never going to let you down. I think the song was very, very meaningful for this. It's true, right? You cannot give up. You must give in. You must give all. You must give everything to yourself. Hey, excuse me. Ife, do you love your mommy? No, I don't think you love your mommy. Jenny, you love your mommy? Felicia, you love your mommy? Tao Tong, you love your mommy? Wilson, you love your mommy? Wilson, you love your mommy? Yeah? Vincent, you love your mommy? Vincent, at least you nod your head. I can't see whether you answer me or not. Vincent, you love your mommy? Yes? Okay. I think Eden and Le Tong, you love your mommy. So you see, Jenny, Ife, this is a typical Singaporean. When I ask my international student, do you love my mommy? They'll unmute. Yes, I love my mommy with all heart and kisses. 很肉麻嘞, Since when your daddy give you a kiss, oh, 女儿我爱你, I love you. Go away. 口臭. Hey guys, there are 9 million children there don't have a chance to let their parents to kiss them and hug them. There are 9 million children who lost their parents during war. During COVID, there are 9 million of children and counting down who don't even have a proper shelter. If I show you some of the picture, you will break down and cry. Your mom gave birth to you during the process. She lost a lot of blood. Just to make sure that you live well today and sit here and listen to the lesson. I already throw a few students out of my life because they never respect their parents. 约法三章. I always tell my students, you must be honest. Second thing, you must respect your parents. If you don't respect your parents, please get out of my class. I ever threw a student out of my school, not my class, sorry. In my school, I got this Indian boy who was so disrespectful to the mother until I nearly want to punch his face. But and I punched the wall. I'm telling you right now. But very sad, a few years later, he committed suicide. He killed himself using a pistol when he was in national service in the police force. When he knows how to appreciate his mother and love his mom, I'm so sad. In my life teaching in my school, I lost 3 students. Really lost 3 students. Okay? You don't need to respect Uncle Raymond. I don't care. But if you make your parents, especially your mom, to drop a single tear, good luck to you. I will never respect any of the students who don't respect your mother. Agree not, Ife and Jenny? So next time when people ask you, do you love your mom? No, I don't love my mom. I love my mom with my heart and soul and everything to my mom. Always say that to yourself so that your mom will be blessed. 阐明白书. If you use the word hate your mom, you are telling the devil. It stands for what? Hate stands for have all thoughts of evil. So if you say, mommy, I hate you. So you're inviting the evil, the devil, the Satan to destroy your mom. So you must always use the I love you, mommy. Live on virtue everlasting. This is how I use these 2 words when I'm teaching my Bible class to all my young students and young children. So don't use the word hate. If you are hate, you're telling the devil to come, you're inviting the devil and the evil to your life. So don't use the word hate. Hate stands for have all thoughts of evil. So don't use the word live on virtue everlasting. because you want your mother to be a good grandmother, great grandmother, and leave your mom legacy. Then you ask me, Zhao Tong, then what about my daddy? Daddy not important, to be honest with you. No, seriously, Jenny, 我们做 daddy 的就是要 sacrifice。你没有看到那个岳飞吗？那岳飞他的爸爸就是犯了那个井，他那 China flooding right， 他把他的妈咪跟岳飞放在那个井 ，That's why today we have 岳飞，对吗？你看到孟母三迁吗？孟母跟他妈咪搬家是为了什么 ？Daddy is supposed to we as a guys are Wilson and Winston and Eden， 我们做身为男人就是要保护我们的家人。我们不是大男人主义 ，we are not male chauvinist speak This is the culture in Asia, and we have to preserve it. That's all. So, Jenny, I've been house husband for many years to take care of my 2 children. People are housewife. Jenny, I'm a house husband. 家庭主妇，妇不是夫啊，不是是丈夫的夫啊，不是主妇的妇啊。But I enjoy every single bit because when I young, my dad passed away. So I enjoy being a father. My wife nearly died because of giving birth to my 3rd child. 高龄产妇听过So now I understand my appreciation. I used to quarrel with my mom, fight with my mom, very naughty, 报应啊，今天在我身上。That's why Thursday I'm going for my first checkup. In case I'm late on this Thursday, pardon me. I'm going to go for my body checkup. I told you before, a few years ago, I nearly commit suicide. 2 years ago, I nearly killed in the car accident. 所以大难不死必有后福啊，这句话真的。Because thank God I can sit here and give you a lecture today. Okay, so think, never give up, give everything. So are you a risk taker to be creative? Yes, I want to be a risk taker. You only think when you get to pay things, then don't do that, please. All right. The past thinking is not always right. So what must you do to make it right? That's number 3. Look at the brain sitting there. So please, from now on, you are not a secondary student, you are adolescent, you are teenagers. Sorry, Jenny, no more Children's Day for you. So this year was the last year, Children's Day. Sorry, say, Mommy, why you celebrate Children's Day? They say, Mama, but good thing, you're now called youth. So you have a better voice. Write down 3M for me, Jenny. Can you help me to cite the 3M to the rest of the class? Don't mind today, you help me, because I'm talking, I don't want to break my train of thought. So first M, the first M. M for mommy, the M. Are you ready? The first M, you must be mature. Try the word mature, 成熟. Second thing, when you mature, you are able to manage your life. Second M. Then when you are able to manage your life, the 3rd M is the most important. You are able to motivate yourself. So take note of, write down these 3M. You must be mature, you must be able to manage, and you're able to motivate. You won't go wrong. Seriously, you won't go wrong. Trust me. So in case first day of the school in your school, your teacher will talk to all of you. So they ask you, Yifei, what do you think about this? My parents taught me to have 3M. 他会另眼相看. They will look at, sorry, what 3M? Oh, first M is that now I'm set 1, I must learn to be mature. Don't use the word try. Try, you will cry, everything will dry. So I must learn to be mature so that I'm able to manage my lifestyle in school, as this is a new environment for me, so that I'm able to motivate myself and do well in life, do well in school, and do well for my family. I tell you, Yifei, you straight away get your monitor suite. You get your counselor. Please be a counselor. We call it, last time my generation, it's called prefect. Trust me, this will definitely, I tell you, you know why not? Jenny, Felice, and Zhao Tong, because Uncle Raymond used to interview people to work, right? So when they told me that, oh, I used to be a monitor, I used to be the CCA leader, I used to be this leadership, that leadership. In the national service, I'm a officer and things like that. I tell you, that means you are born to be a leader. That means you have already 4M. You know what's the 4M? The 4th M, the 第4个 M is that you have a right mindset, maybe. You're able to what? To move up to the next level. You see, all the M effect. 我跟你讲，Yifei, this will not be learned in any of the school. Trust me, they will not tell you all these things. Okay, this is my class. This is how I teach. If you don't like it, I'm so sorry. This is how I'm not interested, Yifei, or all of you. I'm not interested in your A1 in English. I'm not interested in your A1 in English. I'm only interested in your ABC, which is your attitude, behavior, and character. So that you got DM. Your discipline, your excellence, and F stand for your fabulous lifestyle. right? So let's move on. So think like a child. So the word you see think here. So look at Kobayashi. You think like a child, how you eat, you grow. But of course lah, Felice, 他这样吃，我跟你讲，早晚会中胃痛啊，中 stomach cancer 的。No improper digestion 对吗？ If you study bio 对不对？可是没办法。Can you write down this word now? Thank you, Jenny, for sending the words. Okay, so it's actually nurture, manage, and motivate. So you see the word eat a living. Please copy down this word. This eat a living 就是为了三餐而生存的 eat a living. So children, you're now in secondary school, you must use very bombastic vocabulary, especially the IP student. Seriously. You're not going to write, say, Zhao Tong is a girl who like to go shopping. Hello, nothing wrong with this sentence, Zhao Tong. But if Zhao Tong were to write like this, Zhao Tong is a very high class, elegant, professional lady who like to go to a very unique shopping center. Sounds better, right, Zhao Tong? 不见了，Zhao Tong. Hello, 赵彤，不见了。他怕羞，害臊。要了，一菲，你明白吗？一菲。所以你要别出心裁 ，rose among the thorns. Okay, so think outside of the box. Seriously, you know what, 一菲 when every time, you know all these like all these things like just on the 3M hate or love 你懂我在哪里想的吗？在厕所。when 我大便大不出，还是在那边在便秘的时候 ，seriously, no, you might think, very funny. This is where I got my inspiration 嘛，对不对？有些人抽烟拿到灵感，有些人吃饭，有些人走了一圈 one round of the park, then you get ideas, correct 吗？哎，赵坤你回来了，刚才又看不见你 ，OK 啊，又不见了 ，OK， 你是含羞草是吗？Okay, next, number 3 is very important now, children. I can do it. You know Nike now? Nike just do it, right? I can do it. So can you have your own quote? Next, nothing is impossible. You look at the word impossible is I am possible. Okay, next, be willing to say, I don't know, but now keep asking, thinking, I don't know, so I change to I know. Take away don't. I definitely know. Every problem has a solutions. Every solution is a challenge. Every challenge will make you to be a better person. A better person will make your life and the world a better place to live in. Because we have Thomas Edison, Sir Isaac Newton, Beethoven, okay, Mozart. If you are all learning music, you know what it means. So ladies and gentlemen, don't give up. Look at the paddle here, think. If you do not know how to think, then how? You know, there are some students and friends or even you see the children who are Down syndrome. You know it's Down syndrome, right? 就是那些头脑不好的 IQ 很低的 They are always bullied. So don't go one day, my school sent me and a group of students to go to the Down syndrome school to no VIA, right? To play. The moment I saw these students, the kids there, I literally broke down and cried. And I ran away out of the room. I went to hide one corner until my student came and console Anwei. Then when I went back to school, I told my colleagues, don't send me to this school, this place again. I got no heart to see these children. You know how they behave, right? Give me. Then when the Yan Zhang told me these kids, the parents give up on them and throw them into the homes. My heart broke. My heart literally broke. Because I have children myself, I have niece and nephew. I have got children. I got students like you. My heart broke. Until today, I still inside my brain. I cannot take away from that. But if you ask me to go to old folks home, I can. But if you ask me to bring to student, or I go there and see these children who have the way they behave like that, it's not I cannot. No. My heart cannot take it. You get me now? My heart cannot take it to see these kids in this kind of suffering stage. So this, you should thank God that you are healthy. You are 3H, ready? If you are healthy, you are happy, and you live in a very harmonious lifestyle. 对吗？是不是 3H? 对不对？ you will not learn this in your school, trust me. I don't think any teacher will talk like that. That's me how I talk, okay? Now, I would like all of you, if you can, Everyone to choose one and read. And because I want to hear your reading so that I can help you. So last week was my set 2 students who are from set 1. Okay. And they read very well. So out of so many, now this is what you think like a freak. May I have Jenny? You can start first with Thomas Edison. And icon, can you read to the class, please? Yes, you, Jenny. After Jenny will be Felice. After Felice will be Wilson. So everyone must have a chance to read. Okay, because my boss want to listen and maybe give feedback to your parents. Okay, cannot. If you don't read, I cannot be the whole day I'm talking. I can talk whole day one. Because I love talking, so I'm fine with it. But because you are taking exam, not me, right? Jenny. Right. So Uncle Raymond want to help you to take away those negative and give you more positive. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Where
Yeah. An icon.
an icon for invention with a collection of
Just go. Don't worry.
patents for over 1,000 inventions. His approach towards joint thinking
Just go. Come on. You
Yes,
must think you're in secondary school. What is the word again? Joint thinking what?
joint thinking
Go ahead. Go. With what?
with other in
Okay, go. And
always thinking positive comment to let in his work and problem solo thinking. I have not. I have just found 10,000 ways the wings work.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny. An icon for innovations with a collection of patents for over 1,000 inventions. His approach towards joint thinking, collaborating with others innovators, and always thinking positive came to light in his work and problem-solving thinking. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that wouldn't work. Thomas Edison. Invention, 就是发明 right? Innovation 就是 creative thinking. So this guy without him 我跟你讲，今天你跟我不用用电脑 because 每个电脑都要用 light bulb 对吗 electricity. So think about it. Give me a minute. Why got so many things sent to me? Okay, all right. Thank you. May I have police number 2? Thank you, Jenny.
Greater knowledge came from Newton's achievements and understanding in science, finding inspiration from his home life surroundings and a now famous yet simple apple tree. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton.
Lucky, police. Sir Isaac Newton stand under an apple tree, not a durian tree. Can you imagine the durian will drop on his head? That means, 赵彤，早完了，真的是 barbecue 了，完蛋了。So sometimes 赵彤，这个世界有原因的 certain things they come to you. So seriously, if you always think your life is so sucks, think about 10 million children in this world. They are not so lucky than you. Police, your voice is very serious. Your tone is very serious. If you were to read a bit with rhythm, I can tell you, very awesome. Same to you, Jenny. It's not you don't know, you're scared to read, correct me about. You're scared to make mistake. Then sorry, lor. I tell you to your face now, you don't mind. Then your set 4, you're going to fail your oral. Then you can go out to work. Even your result are all the A's. You're very hard to get the job. That's life. Sorry, Jenny, don't get angry. But thank God, you got honeymoon period. You can take your time to improve. By the time, Jenny, if someone tell you are 21 years old and then somebody tell you like that, then you wow, very frustrated with you. 明白吗? Okay? Uncle Raymond is like that. 你好，我也是讲，不好，我也是跟你讲。I don't like to be hypocrite. 我不要做那种假假的。Okay? So for this, you need your tonality. Once you have the tonality, awesome. So the way you read is very good, no? Very, very mature voice. But you lack of tonality, it become very down. 明白吗, Felice? So you need to practice. I told you already, I don't care what people say. Felice, can you stop doing that? Greater knowledge came from Newton's achievements and understanding in science. Finding inspiration. Remember, children, if there's a comma, pause for 1 second, all right? If there's a full stop, pause for 2 seconds. If it's the next paragraph, pause for 3 seconds. You know why not? For this, catch your breath. It's just like swimming, like freestyle, right? You must catch your breath. Okay, thank you. Are you done, Mother? Okay, so next, may I have Wilson? Your turn, please. Wilson, number 3, Walt Disney, your turn.
Walt Disney, he built an entertainment empire by turning his dreams and goals into reality through imagineering his own term, combining imagination and engineering. It's kind of fun to do the impossible.
Yes, thank you. Your reading is good. Got speed, but a bit down again. So maybe you need a few more years to practice on your tonality. So when you read, you capture the person's attention, but after you read it already, it's a bit, you did not rest, you not read them, but overall it's good. Like the word you pronounce imaginary, not engineering, imaginary. It's true. Walt Disney was being rejected many times. Finally, he got his own movie and he got his own characters, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all this, right? And now you see Walt Disney become their own, they got this Disneyland. He was rejected just like the person who draws Spider-Man. Okay, the guy was Steve, I can't remember his name. Okay, he passed away already. When you drew Spider-Man, the editor say you must be crazy. You draw a Spider-Man. A spider is the people that hates most. And why you do that? And you see now Spider-Man is so popular. Okay. No, Walt Disney is not the only one to do this. There are lots. So please follow your dream. Number 4, may I have Zhao Tong?
Okay. He constantly challenged notions, not only his own, but those that came before him, to reach revolutionary new ideas. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Albert
Thank you.
Einstein.
Thank you so much. Your reading is loud and clear and good. But now you are like Japanese. Zhao Tong, you know what is Japanese? Zhao Tong, look at me. Zhao Tong. Ready? I know you Japanese are bullet trainer. Too fast. Slow down, okay? Very good. Too fast, too fast. Mama like your reading is like Wilson, we are done, okay? But too fast. But it's good. Your voice is loud and clear. Nani? Nan desu ka? Tabemasu ka desu ka? Oh, not bad. Then Japanese say, konosumasu doudosuma. Name desu ka? Jenny, I sound like talking Japanese, right? But I don't know why I'm talking. That's a good one, right? But seriously, I learned Japanese, but just now the way I'm talking rubbish. But it sounds like Japanese word, right? That's the one I get you right. Kono. That's why how the Japanese. By the way, Yifei, one of the pronunciation I use the Japanese kakiku kekona ni no no sasi su so a-i-u-a-o. That's where your pronunciation, your biting of yao zi. So for example, Zhao Tong, if you see the words like, for example, you see the word challenge, right? You did a very good job. Challenge. 如果里面有2个 L、2个 E、2个 S， 就是拉长那个音。Challenge. Get it 吗？拉长 like collection 有 double L 对吗？ Collection. Get it 啦？ So this is a little trick I'm sharing with you. So thank you. Back to you, Steve Jobs. May I have Yifei?
An entrepreneur and visionary in technology, changing the way people use computers in their everyday lives, introducing the personal computer revolution, introducing the iPod, iPhone, and iPad. He was an inventor funding the creation of Pixar, initiating a development in the visual effects industry with the first computer animated film. Creativity is just connecting things.
ありがとうございましたね。とんでもないですね。なんとでイフェさんです。頑張れ。Another Jipun girl here, 殷飞山 and 赵通山。ありがとう。小姐，我们现在不是在这本那边坐那个快速地铁哦，慢慢来啊，慢慢来，不要紧张。Maybe you get used to it, but awesomely read. All the girls, well done. You all have a beautiful voice. All you need to do to have confidence, rhythm. Like what this Wilson did just now. Very good. But later the train break down. Slow down. Okay. Wilson, wait. Thank you. I'm sorry. Before I call Wilson to read, seriously, I don't like Apple products. If you ask me, I never use an iPhone in my life. If you give me the latest iPhone 14, I will sell it away. I'll give it away. I'm very anti-iPhone. Did I pronounce the word correctly, Jenny? Should I pronounce anti-iPhone or anti-iPhone? Ife? Do I pronounce multi or multi? 我还给你茅台酒喝，茅台。Okay, anti and multi is American pronunciations, all right? So we pronounce as anti. I'm not a supporter of iPhone, but I'm definitely a supporter of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates are the two founders who found Microsoft. But very sad, he passed away of pancreatic cancer, if I'm not wrong. I read the books. I only read 20 pages of his book, and like that, I did not read with him. I know his background. He came from a very, very poor background, poor thing background, not because he's poor family. So yes, so usually people who went through a struggle, they will appreciate life. Okay, next, Mariah Carey. So maybe can I ask for Felice, your turn again. Leonardo da Vinci, Winston, you'll be taking over Leonardo da Vinci later. Okay, Felice, Mary. Felice, I want the reader. Go.
Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person and only woman to win a Nobel Prize twice in two different fields. She paved the way for women in science with her discoveries and breakthrough ideas. Her determination and dedication had a profound effect on her work and ultimately her life. Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. Marie Curie.
Very good. Now you get it now. Felice, you get it? Don't rush. So that every words the teacher can hear, because during your oral, they need to give you marks. But Felice, I don't agree the last sentence that you read about her. Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. I don't agree what she said, children. In fact, it's supposed to be everything. But because of her generation, Jenny, you must understand, Mary was born in the 18th century and 19th century. So 那年代就是 the women's get no face according to men. But 你们现在born in the right timing like girls, the woman's power, wow. Wilson and Winston, 我们男人没有用了, so 我们 lock off 了。So you see, so that is the time when she want to put curiosity kills the cat and emphasize on idea, which is not wrong. But if you don't have curious about people, how do you get ideas? 对吗？一菲，对吗？ Felice, 对吗？ Jenny, 对吗？ 赵彤, doesn't make sense, right? So that's what I feel. Back to you, Wilson. Your turn, Wilson. Wilson, not Wilson, sorry. I'm so sorry, Wilson. It's Winston. Winston, your turn to read. Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, an inventor, painter, sculptor, scientist, architect, mathematician, entomologist, writer, and engineer, considered to be one of the best talented painters of all time. His sketches, notes, and scientific diagrams shows his forward-thinking mentality with inventions of flight, musical instruments, and mechanical engineering.
The quote, please.
Learning never exhausts the mind.
Well read, no, Winston. If all of you agree, please thumbs up and give him the encouragement. Winston, well read, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. But you lack the tonality. Agree now, Yifei? Good, huh? Well read, right? Jenny, agree? Well read, seriously, well read. Well done, Winston, seriously. Very good. I like your way you read, but halfway through your tonality dropped already. So maybe you need more practice, but well done. Confucius, may I have Jenny, please? Yes.
Again,
Sorry?
again,
Yeah, everyone got a chance. You see, Felice also read. Yes. I will ask you where to stop. Don't worry. Go. 孔夫子，不是老夫子啊。Let's go. His
his
不用紧，我也是不会读，我们 skip 啊，可以吗？
可以
Can I kill you? Cannot. You can
the
skip. I cannot skip. You have to tell me, teacher, Uncle Raymond, don't call me teacher, Uncle Raymond, I can skip, but you as a teacher, you cannot skip. You die must tell me how to pronounce this word. Jenny, I will not tell you to pronounce as philosophical, okay? I will not tell you it's philosophical. I don't want to tell you. Okay, let's go.
his philosophical teachings called
Confucianism,
Confucianism
emphasize
emphasize present and prove
personal and governmental
personal and governmental
morality. Morality 就是道德、价值观 ，OK？ Philosophy 就是 thinking， 思想、哲学，OK？
morality
You
practice
you cover this one. You cover this one. It's called correctness.
correctness of social relationship
Take note, this one you will have to study in set 3 and 4.
relationships
Justice,
justice kindness and
sincerity.
sincerity
Okay, okay, 可以了。His philosophical teachings called Confucianism emphasize personal and governmental morality, correctness, and of social relationship. Justice 就是正义感，sincerity 是诚意。So Confucianism was part of the Chinese social fabrics and way of life. The Confucians, everyday life was the arena of religions. Arena 就是在这个 circumference， 就是在这个社会的圈子里面。Okay, religion that means 包括 Christianity, Hinduism. At that time, we are talking about at that time that era during Confucianism. All right, his followers competed successfully. Remember, there's double C, double S, double L inside. Look at this word successfully. So you don't run, don't pronounce successfully. You have to pronounce in the how I pronounce competed successfully. All right, with many other schools during the 100 schools of thought era 就是在那个阶段，在那个时间，在那个空间 at that period of time, all right, only to be suppressed. Double P, double S, 拉长那个音 double P, suppressed in favor of the legalists during the Qing dynasty. 不是他们是七国，清代的就是秦始皇那个秦啊。Okay, following the victory of Han over Chu. After the collapse of Qing, Confucius thoughts received official sanctions in the new governments. Just I'm so sorry if you all know that China recently in this is very sensitive, right? About freedom of speech, about you cannot say things that is negative and things like that. So same thing, you see, thousands of years ago, China has already different thoughts of thinking. And now coming to that. So like I say, I never support communist country, but China is a different type. Vietnam's also communist country. Cuba also communist country. But the worst among all the communist countries, you all know, right? The North Korea. Okay, that is the worst one. You can know, right? They can't even own a handphone or certain freedoms. Only to during the Tang and Song dynasty, Confucianism developed into a system known into the West as New Confucianism and later a New Confucianism. 你们有读过《弟子规》吗？听过《弟子规》吗？听过吗？有没有听过《三字经》？ 有没有听过唐宋诗？唐诗300首，床前明月光，有没有 ？Right. So this is our culture, our heritage. And why is it important? Because of that, today we have language to make us to be better. All right. Beethoven. May I have Zhao Tong, your turn?
Beethoven remains one of the most admired composers in the history of Western music. His works rank amongst the most performed of the classical music repertoire.
All right, repertoire. Well done. Now you realize, Zhao Tong, don't rush. You see the first time reading and second time reading. Okay. And Jenny, I know some of the words, I purposely choose all these words for you, not because I want to torture you. I want to see your confidence level, and you did it well. Well done. So these are all the words you're going to face in your set 4, no, not your set 1, no. And if you do not know all these, so not just Jenny, Yifei, and Felice, and all of you are Eden's, just listen. These are all the words that they expect you to know when you go for exam. There are about 10,000 words to know. And look at behind my books. It took me 10 years to form a very thick dictionary to choose about 1,500 words to put it inside my books here. And those words are used during my tuitions, during wherever, when free time, you can use it. It's very important. Okay, back to you, Zhao Tong.
The one thing everyone knows or thinks they know about Ludwig van Beethoven is that he composed some of the music's greatest masterpieces while completely deaf. According to a leading Beethoven expert, the composer still had hearing in his left ear until shortly before his death in 1827.
How can a person who is deaf can still make beautiful music, Zhao Tong? And we are talking about his generation of 1800, the 19th century, few hundred years ago, when we don't have the Googles, that technology, and yet he can make beautiful music, no? 难道我们连古代的祖先都不如吗？ Now we are out with all the gadgets and technology. We should be better than them, right? But yet we are always 好吃懒做，守株待兔。Zhao Tong, you might say, no, uncle, speak for yourself. I'm not that kind of person. That will be good for you. But Zhao Tong, I'm so sorry to say, in life there are people like that in this world. You know why? The lack of the things called educations. And some of the country, you know, right, Zhao Tong, there are some country government are very corrupted, 贪污，对吗? And end up millions. Like Zhao Tong, I did mention to you yesterday, one of my students, his grandfather died of COVID in India. 1 week later, the ambulance came and took away his body. Just because I heard from my Indian student who is now in Singapore, just completed his N-level this year. He told me because they did not have money enough to pay for the ambulance. Huh? What the? You know, Zhao Tong, what the? What is this? And very sad at Zhao Tong. Because of that, the mom got breast cancer. Then you wake up, then you want to study. Is it 太晚了？其实不算很晚了。Thank God 是 stage 1 cancer 了。OK， 当然不是 curse 他啊，Zhao Tong。Right， so 记住the more you use the word hate your mom or use the word to hurt your mom, you are just like 心如刀割 the invisible knife cutting your mom's health. It's your mom, not my mom. I did badly to my mom last time, so it's applying to me. So it's your choice, children. If you don't study hard, you know everything's, the more you write, the better, not grades. I told you, Yifei, I'm not interested in your A1. I'm not interested. The more you write, the more 3M. Remember the 3M? Your mom will be super duper happy. Like, you realize the whole thing I'm talking mom, I don't say that. Because your dad will definitely be, as long as your mommy is happy, your dad will be happy. True now. That's obvious, right? Correct now. That is in link, right? Jenny, you agree? So the more you write, the more you think, you are blessing your mom for a long life, better than taking vitamins there. Because she's so damn happy. 没有人跟你讲过这种东西啊，我相信没有人跟你讲过东西。I got one very touching story. I can't do it in Zoom. I have to do it face to face. Every time when I go to school, and especially I will tell my NA students or even the most naughtiest express class. When I told them this story about Mother Teresa, I tell you, they will change their life. seriously, they will change their life because they really love their mommy so much. And thank you, Zhao Tong. Well read. This time you realize the rhythm 哦，不要急哈，我们不是在日本的那个地铁，我们在新加坡地铁。Mind your step. The door closing. Okay. Thank you, Zhao Tong. Why are you covering your face? When I can't see your face. I know your hand very nice. Thank you. Song Qilin. One of my favorite all time. That not because 他的声音跟我一样啊。Okay. May I have who else? Yifei.
Song Qingling received the international education first from Shanghai's McTire School for Girls and later at Wesleyan College in the United States. This education would prove to be invaluable to her later in life, as she would eventually become the de facto head of state of the People's Republic of China. Her rise to political prominence began with her marriage to Sun Yat-sen, often referred to as the father of modern China. She was posthumously named an honorary president of the People's Republic of China.
Your English is AL1 to AL3, right? Correct. See, I can look at your face, I can tell you. AL1 to AL3, right? For PSLE, right? Well done. Which school are you from primary school?
Henry Park.
Oh, Henry Park. Well done. Henry Park make a good narrator. Well done. Yifei, well done. Okay. You thank God, Yifei, Jenny, Felice, and Zhao Tong, you are born in this century. Can you imagine the 4 girls are born and Le Tong also, or Keling are born in 100 years ago in China, I tell you, 所谓重男轻女，对吗, Jenny? Right? You look at, ask your Nana, you know, my mom is one of them. My mom had to give up her study just to give way to her brothers. So now, thank God, now you realize the woman's power. You see, the only thing I like from the communism is to allow equality for women to have the right status in China. And because of Song Qilin married to Sun Zhongshan and transformed the modern of China. Well done. If not today, I tell you girls, you won't have a chance to sit down. You know why not? You know, in other parts of the country, girls are still, like, to them it's useless. To them, they cannot go to study. You know, right? There's some country like Afghanistan, you know, right? No, the girls are always must stay at home to look after the family. What kind of stupid reason? I will use the word stupid. What kind of stupid reason is this, man? The girls must stay at home and look after the thing, and the guys, those really damn that is stupid. I'm sorry to use the word. There's no such thing as 一视同仁 or eBay. Right. You see, well done. Are you the only child? You got brother and sister, but you're the youngest. Eldest, so now you know you must, you're in the middle child. Middle child syndrome. Okay, I know how you feel. Every time you do this, go and find 姐姐 Koko. Then when you got 弟弟 and 妹妹, then your mother will say, even you got 姐姐, I'll take care of your 弟弟. It's like, oh my God, I caught in between the sandwich of my brother and sister, right? Same thing to my daughter, because my daughter is the middle child. Okay, but don't worry, always middle childs are blessed with certain things. Trust me. Trust me. Are you the only girl? No, okay. All right. So thank you so much. And look at this one, the confusions. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, but the man who does not ask is a fool for life. So please, take note of this one. It's very true. No question is stupid questions. It's only stupid if a student, a person don't ask the questions. But please ask intelligent questions as well. Okay, take note of that. Out of these 10 persons, who do I like best? To be honest, the last one. The last one. Because enough is enough in the past of history, the last dynasty, 他们要绑脚的吗？你听过那个三寸青年吗？三寸青什么？ How you pronounce it? They have to tie your foot, right? Remember, make your foot very small, right? Hey, Yifei, would you want to do that? Jenny, you want to do that? Felice, do you want to? Zhao Tong? I don't think so, right? But do you think you have a chance, a choice? If you are born in that era, that generation, do you think you have the chance to go against your mother or grandmother? No, right? So things that you don't like, you can now freely, openly and tell your parents because you think like a freak, because you know what is right and wrong. So think about it. So next, this one very important, guys. whatever you do, please pay attention. Now I'm going to share. These 10 hats, only 7 hats can be found in Google. The last 3 hats, the amber, the golden, and the pink, we will not found anywhere except the one behind my books here. But first of all, I'd like to share with you these 3 hats. Very important, because these 3 hats will make you as a start in your secondary school life. Wilson, can you read to the class, please, the 10 hats? Thank you, Wilson. Sorry, Winston, later you'll read the white hat later, okay? Wilson, back to you.
The 10 hats you need to wear. The 10 hats represent 10 modes of thinking and are directions to think rather than labels for thinking. That is, the hats are used proactively rather than reactively. Creative thinking is to allow both the right brain and left brain to coordinate. This is to help students to have inventive ideas and fully develop their brain cells. The method is to promote fuller input for the person to think better and performance better.
Cognitive thinking. There's no such things as, Ife, I'm talking to you with my left brain. I'm talking to you, Felice, with my right brain. Zhao Tong, I'm talking to you with my whole brain. Jenny, I'm talking to you in my back brain. No, in fact, it's a whole brain itself. Why I'm sharing you? Because during my uni study, I do some research on brain thinking for children. So if a person who is left-handed usually are very creative. If the person with right-handed, more logical and more impulsive. So that is only saying not true, how true it is, but from research. But whatever it is, whether left brain or right brain, is the whole brain thing of cognitive thinking. Write down this word, cognitive thinking. Cognitive thinking is the why, what, and how. Jenny, Felice, Ife, Winston, Wilson, Eden, Kerlin, Le Tong, and Zhao Tong. This is you need to know, because we are dealing with comprehension passage. In secondary school, you have 2 different types of comprehension passage. So you need to know about this one. Ready? It's called the HATS, Holistic Analysis Thinking Skill. You will not find anywhere. And maybe the books, certain books, if you Google now, you put thinking hat, they will show you the most 7 thinking hat. Unless recently they changed. But from the last check, there's only 7 thinking hat. Some only give you 6. Back to you, Winston, the 10 hat system.
The 10 hat system encourages performance rather than ego defense. People can contribute under any hat, even though they initially support the key point is that a hat is a direction to think rather than a labeling for thinking. The key theoretical reasons to use the 10 hats, that 10 thinking hats, are to encourage parallel thinking, simultaneous reflection, SRA, encourage full spectrum thinking, 360-degree at all angle, separate ego from performance. There's the question of why versus how, reason versus method. There are 10 metaphorical hats, and a thinker can put on or take off one of these hats to indicate the type of thinking being used. This putting on and taking off is essential. The hats must never be used to categorize individuals, even though their behavior may seem to invite this. When done in a group, everybody should wear the same hat at the same time.
Thank you. Well read, Winston. Thank you. Please take note of this. Why versus how, reason versus method. Please write down, please. Super important for all of you here. Eden and Kerlin, right? Yes. Please write down, because all these questions will be used in your comprehension passage. The questions is about why. And why you go to school, Zhao Tong? And how you go to school, Ife? And what you go to school? Different. Why I go to school? Because I want to get rid of poverty. I want to enrich my life. How I go to school is the method of going to school. I take MRT, I take my daddy's car, I take bus. Okay, what will be combination? And what you want for me, Jenny? Okay, what you want for me and how you want for me is different, right? So what you want for me is a combination of why and how. Okay, so Jenny, next time your son asks, Mommy, what you want me to do during my school holiday? So the reason is, Mommy want you to do is that to prepare for your PSLE next year. How are you going to do? Mommy is going to give you a few tuition. Is that okay, son? Get it? That's the what. what 在 secondary school 很重要的。Okay, seriously, take serious these three. Remember, no more 5W and 1H. Is 8W and 1H. Take note. No more 5W and 1H. I can tell you, Felice and eBay, your school teacher will tell you 5W and 1H. Please erase off. No more 5W and 1H. It's 8W and 1H. Seriously. Who's, whom, where, what, why, when, who, why, what, and whom. Okay. And then the H will be how. Thank you, Winston. Now, the white hat thinking. Okay, let me explain to you. I will talk this. The core which is one is a white hat is the most important. Children, in set one, you're going to have a history investigation and geography investigation. That means you're going to talk about group work. 30% of this will show your promotion there. And set one, no more mid-year exam. So if your final year exam going to screw up and feel good luck to you, Express will go to NA, NA will go to NT, NT will go to where? Half-life or Northlight. That's how it works in Singapore. So IB student will go to Express to job. Okay, I got few my ex-student last time from breakfast because of whatever reason, he dropped and go to my school. Okay. So this cover the facts, figures, information, needs, and gap. I think we need some white hat thinking at this point. Let's drop the arguments and look at the data. So what happened at Yifei, you might have a group of friends, classmates. So the teacher said, Yifei, you will be the team leader. This will be Jenny, Felice, and Winston will be your group. Okay. Then after 2 weeks later, with Yifei, you're not happy with your member. Joke only, don't take it serious. Yifei will come to me. Teacher Zhao Tong, Jenny very naughty. Every time flirt with her handphone. Then Zhao Tong, oh, Zhao Tong teacher, what happened? Then teacher Zhao Tong, Felice always never come to help. He always comb her hair. Oh. Then how about Winston? Teacher Zhao Tong, Winston, always play his Minecraft and Genshin. Never help. And everything I do. Okay, so just to put on the white hat, that means Jenny, Felice, and Winston, you have to take away all these things and put all your text the same color, the white hat. Everyone on the same page to do this. You see, like this one. Pollution is man-made. Is this a fact? Yes, it's a fact. But how can we stop it? Unless everyone go eco-friendly, right? This is what we're going to talk about on day 4. Are we going to talk about sustainability? We all know that Sir Stamford Raffles found Singapore. But during your group work, how can you make this Sir Stamford Raffles found Singapore to be interesting? Are you going to come out a sketch? Are you going to come out a scrapbook? Or are you come out a PowerPoint presentation? Are you going to do a presentation like represent one of them? Winston will represent Sir Stamford Raffles, and Felice will represent William Farquhar, or Jenny will represent the Sultan, and then Yifei will represent the narrator. Okay, 你懂我意思吗？分工合作. That's what I mean. The white hat. Everyone look into the right situation. So Felice, you might think this is for group work, man. No. This is also for you during your exam period. So for example, Jenny, if you get stuck, oh my goodness, let's say now you're in March. Sorry, after the 7th week of semester 1 in set 1, Jenny. Then suddenly you got 3 tests coming there. Okay, let's talk about geography test, math test, and Chinese test. So how are you going to put your white hat thinking? All of you listen. So what are you going to do? All the tests tomorrow, which one is more important? That is where your white hat thinking. 6 weeks before this test, have you done your enough fact-finding figures? So if you think your math is not a strong subject, of course you'll do your math. So, if you think your Chinese is your na so hao cai, no problem, then you will do the later part. Then your geography in between, hey, never mind. Geography, I can ask Uncle Raymond. I can check with him. These are the topics and tests. Maybe he can give me some tips. That's happened to some of my students, okay? If you ask me math, Jenny, I'm going to kill you. Because after 1 hour later, I will not reply to you. I will end up hospital. Because I hate math. So don't ask me math. You can ask me history, geography, English, the teachers. Or English, of course. But you ask me math, I'm going to kill you. Don't torture me, okay? So this is, so you put on the white hat, who to ask, where to look for information, 明白吗? So you see, you don't feel stressed, don't feel stressed. Put on your thinking hat, which is number 2. This is the worst, okay? Read hat thinking is the mood. What is the mood? So this covers the intuition, feeling, and emotions. The read hats allow the thinker to put forward an intuition without any need to justify it. putting on my red hat, I think is a terrible proposal. So back to you, Yifei. So Winston say, no lah, we don't want to do Sketch. Then Felice say, I think we should do PowerPoint. Then Jenny they say, no, I think we should look into maybe catch a video, download a video and present. So Yifei 惨了咯。公说公有理，婆说婆有理，其中道理在哪里 ？Who are you going to follow? You take Winston one, you offended Felice and Jenny. 对吗，Yifei? Right? You take Felice one, Jenny not happy with you. Maybe Jenny has been with you for childhood friend for 10 years. Now you tell her don't want. Wow, Yifei 不讲义气 Jenny not happy with you. Jenny angry with you. Jenny walk up and cry with you with 2 packets of tissue paper. Okay? No, I'm making it very funny, but in real life 就是这样的Yifei。说怎么办呢 ？Sorry, children, you are now 13 years old. You are very energetic. Everyone want to show their power, their things. I tell you, Yifei, when I teach my set 1 and some more form teacher, I tell you what, you know what I do? Okay, ready, scissors, paper, stone. 投票，就是公平咯，明白吗？不要这个 read 就是叫做感情用事，听过这句话吗 ？So when you see in the group and everyone is doing that, Jenny, you know already. Oh, Uncle Raymond taught me about read ahead. 不用紧来。Is this a better to be late or just to complete the task in the last minute? So last minute, everyone dilly dally. Then finally, the teacher say, next week, hand in your project. 死了，我没有时间。Jenny went for music class. Felice went for enrichment class. Winston went for Python programming class. Yifei went for dating with her boyfriend. No time. That's it, man. 糟糕，怎么办 ？Stress 了 ，lazy 了。So I'm just kidding, guys, children. You don't take it seriously, But there are certain things. Hey, don't laugh, right? I got my set 1, set 2 student. Sorry, I got a date with my boyfriend. Please don't tell my parents. Okay. Thank God the girl like boy. Why about the girl like girl? 来赵彤 So 赵彤 teacher will be 伤脑筋 maybe. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, so read hat is a very dangerous hat. So 赵彤, even your IP school or what, they will have group work. So be careful when you have this. Please don't get worried of that, 赵彤. Check with your koko, check with your parents, or even you can WhatsApp Uncle Raymond. Hey, Uncle Raymond 怎么办？我的班那几个group 都是这样的怎么解决不用担心，我们有第3个 hack 来解决问题。This 解决问题就是 black hat thinking. Okay, the verdicts of why the effect must be in this manner and the hack judgments and cautions. So here is the problem. Okay, let's go straight. It's logical and acceptable. So while you are giving a project and you realize that your project is not up to your teacher's expectation, your deadline is just around the corner, and you decide to redo, this is where you don't get the red hat anymore. Get it now? You go back to your white hat and think, okay, guys, you know we are behind times already, right? Let's stop all this nonsense and get arguing. No point already. Don't cry over spilled milk. Let's get moving and put on our white hat thinking. The black hat is like, Yifei, it's like I'm taking a cloth, a black color cloth and cover your eye. 明白吗? Where you can't see, but you can smell, you can taste, you can listen, you can touch. But then they say, right, a picture speaks 1,000 words, right? 百闻不如一见. But because I blind your eye, you lack the focus with it. So now I have to unveil the black hat to back to your white hat thinking. 明白吗? Of course, there are 10 hats. I cannot be talking to all the 10 hats to you. I'm so sorry. Because different hats got different moods and different strategy. 孙子兵法. Okay? So I'm just giving you these 3 hats to prepare you for your set 1. Okay, the starting, the transition period. So once you have these 3 hats thinking, it's very important. So you take away your negative. Don't worry, children. This hat 1 will be sent to you by your PowerPoint, so you can look at it. Okay. Next, this is very important. When you are in this 3 thinking hat, please take note of these 3. Of course, this is more than that. These pictures cover the rest of this hat here. This hat here. The yellow got one reason. Green, blue, gray. This is the best. The golden hat is the best really. 你懂小叮当吗？那小叮当有那个拿那个 special。你没有看小叮当的 cartoon 啊？没有啊 ？Okay, so very hard to tell you that. So you have to ask, you have to imagine, you have to get the group to create, then you try and fix it. I hate the word try. You should redo and fix it instead of try. So I should cancel the word try. Then when you do and fix it, you share. When you share means you do your own internal effect. Now everyone, Winston, Felice and Jenny come to the turns, put on their white hat already. They decided to do together. But Ife, this is the time you have to do a draft, mock up, right? Before you go to the actual presentation to your teachers. Get it up. Don't share with your classmates on all these hat. Because to be honest, Ife, when I'm doing the evaluating, even though you got Jenny, Felice, Ife, and Winston to do presentations, individuals got different marks. You get me? So for you, Ife, if you are presenting well, I will give you more marks than compared to the rest of. Felice, you are doing well, your reading is good, I'll give you more marks on tonality. Now you understand why? During presentation, it's not about how, hi, good morning, teachers, fellow classmates. My name is Ife. Today I'm presenting to you about why Sir Stamford Raffles want to come to Singapore. Okay. Then if mention Jenny say, well, do you know, thank you, Ife, I'm taking over here, and why Sir Stamford Raffles found Singapore because of the. So, wow, there's a different presentation skill. Get it now? Now you understand now. If you have no confidence to talk, good luck to you. Good luck to you. You're going to be very, very tough to survive through the 4 years. Trust me. So do you think creative thinking is important after looking at Kobayashi's and the thinking head and all the 10 famous people? Yes, thinking must think like a freak. If you don't do that, I'm so sorry. Watch the YouTube. Go and watch the YouTube. I can't remember what this YouTube about, but it's very interesting. Okay, so go and watch seriously. You pay for this class and please spend a bit of time. The best is share with your parents. Then your parents know that every single cent that he made, invested on this bootcamp is definitely worth, not for this time of Jenny, Ife, Felice, Le Tong, and the rest of you, for many, many months to come. Okay. So this one is very important for the IP student. Take note. Doesn't mean the aspect is not important. The aspects will be using it later on in set 2 or set 3. These 4 are super important. Evidence, explanations, example and evidence are very close to each other. A bit slightly different. Evaluation, and finally opinion and issues. This will be used in maybe later part of the set 1, Zhao Tong, Winston, and Wilson. Later part. Now Wilson is the one who don't turn on the camera. Thanks, Winston. Thanks for turning on the camera. So take note of this. This one's super important. Wilson, I don't care what you're doing, typing here. I just want to see your face. Don't worry, because I know you pay attention. So don't worry. Just turn on the camera here. This one later on tomorrow, if we have time, I will show you. This is a literature. I would love you to read through this, guys. Okay? You don't need to print it out. You can use your iPad. And then there are 4 cover up, right? So you tell me the first one, is it got to do with evidence? That means here, is it got to do with evidence explanation? Okay, this 4E. So whether is it evidence or this one example or this one explanation, get it? Right? So just, this is a little homework. If you don't do, it's fine with me. Just I want to see how you understand by these 4 minutes. I thought explain to you in details, right? Let's see tomorrow. This is a very important one, take note. For all the express students, IP students, some school will do this. We call the 3-in-1. So you see there's a comma here. I cut. 1, 2, 3, I cut. 1, 2, 3, I cut. 1, 2, 3. So every 3 word you cut until the full stop. And you see full stop. You see 1, 2, 3, cut. 1. Ife, can you see my mouth moving? Can so please follow my mouth or my mouse. Felice can see, Felice. 我的鼠，我的小老鼠在 move, right? So you can see something on cut. You see when I cut, you see, it doesn't sound right. It's called grammar. Please, when you print this, children, do not bring this to school. A few of my students use this method in school. From a 1 mark, he scored about 6 to 7 marks. Not bad, right, Jenny? Not bad, But because he forget to erase off, the teacher share with the whole class. So that means, Jenny, 本来你是 top in the class, but because of this 武林秘籍 share with your classmate, everyone know the method. Then you, oh my God. And to be fair with you, Felice and Zhao Tong, there are students who love this method very much. But some students, after using for 6 months or 1 year, they stop using this method. So Zhao Tong, I asked them, why? Uncle Raymond, 你心在我的脑海里. And this will help you in your speed reading, trust me. Ife, my son, my elder son, I told you, is 27 years old, right? Before that, he wrote 8,000 sentences from primary 2 to GC1. My daughter, 6,000. My younger son is coming to 500 sentences. My nephews and niece, my 2 nephews already few hundred sentences. This is one way to improve English. I don't think any teachers, I'm very confident, I don't think any teacher use this method. And I think that any teacher using the 12 to 15 words method. And I don't think any teachers will use this method to teach because it's very, very tedious. Seriously. It's not easy. Okay, and then this is the homework. You see, I cut every 3 words. So you can do it. I just did some sample with you. So this will be the answer here. Okay, but the best is you don't look at the answer. Okay, don't look at the answer first. Okay, don't look at page 19. Okay, now let me go through this little example for you. Okay, now what is GPS? Take note now. If Jenny and Felice, if you are, and also who are Eden, if you are doing the express paper, we have to talk about GPS, not your daddy or mommy driving using the GPS, not the global positioning system, children. This GPS is related to the one behind my books here. Okay, G stands for grammar, past, present, future. Jenny, 喝下去英文怎么讲 ？Anyone？ 一菲，喝下去怎么讲英文？还要想啊 ，Please。喝下去 ，drink go down 啦，对不对 ？drink go down， 对吗 ？Please 对不对 ？drink go down， 哦，你要欠扁啊 ，drink go down。What kind of English is this？ Where got drink go down？ 赵彤，说跳下去呢 ，jump go down， 对不对 ？Please 开玩笑啊，不要生气。喝下去 just say drink，correct drink。You don't say drink go down。That is where the structure of English, this is where it takes, get it? This is why it tests up. So jump go down, 错吗 Just say jump 啦 Correct not? You don't say jump go down. But 如果你讲 jump go down, 就是 exactly 翻译在从华文的说法，对不对 ？Right? 我们华语讲说，你看什么看 You don't say in English, you see what see, You don't say that, right? Right, Jenny? You say, why are you staring at me? Correct not? 华文我讲说你在瞪我做什么？你看我怎么看 ？You don't say in English, see what see. What are you seeing? It doesn't sound a bit weird, right? 对吗 ？Felice, Eve, right? So this is where we call the structures of English. So you will see, like, see something on the sea. Sounds a bit weird, right? This preposition, I tell you, you like it or not, all the express students, if you are listening, or even the IP student, you like it or not, if the teachers found that if you don't even know the preposition, I tell you, we are very, very pissed off. I'm telling you. Seriously, Jenny. Go and type the preposition in Google. There are 150 different types of preposition. Let's say Jenny, Ife, Felice, Zhao Tong, Eden. You might say, oh my God, am I going to memorize all these? Yes, it's your job. But don't worry, don't worry. In my book, I choose about 50 very common, 50, that is very commonly used during your editing. So don't worry about that. So this is preposition. Take note. So Jenny and the rest of you, Felice, and Winston and Wilsons and Kerling and Le Tong and Zhao Tong. Ife, let's say you tell your son, please wait for mommy at the bus stop, near the bus stop, beside the bus stop, opposite the bus stop. Which one is correct? Oh. In fact, all the answer can be right. But what happens is, Ife, you say, please wait for mommy on top of the bus stop. Cannot. Cannot. Why? Because you and your son and your husband and your children are superhero. See, you cannot think like a freak. Then you must ask me, you cannot straight away shake your head. You must unmute and tell me. So Uncle Raymond, if I'm thinking like a freak, that means if my son is standing on top of the bus stop, my son is a young Spider-Man. My son is a Fantastic Four. Get it now? There's no right or wrong answer. Can I use the word, please wait for me under the bus stop? Can what? Batman, secret weapon, a secret door, or secret room, 对吗? 不可以啊，赵东，可以吗？It depends on what kind of situations. So now you understand the preposition is very important. Trust me, set 1 will have more prepositions. When it comes to set 4, you will have at least 1 or 2. This passage was used for set 2 passage. And then I chose this passage because it's very touching, because one of the baby was killed, was drowned when they want to escape from Syria. And was drowned and the body floated in one of the French beach. 很可怜，死得很惨。It was big news in the world until the United Nations has to come in. So you see, something in the sea. Why cannot be under the sea? Why cannot be above the sea? Now you get it? So the preposition, take note, seriously, you must, if you have no confidence, please go and Google type prepositions, print it out and look through. You no need to say, go and buy just a book in Popular. If you want to, you can use it. And by the way, the books, if you buy, it can keep for more than 30 to 40 years. Seriously, I'm telling you, yes, seriously, because does it change? It won't change what? Correct. Standing near the bus stop means near the bus stop. 50 years later, you tell your granddaughter or grandson, when Nai Ife learning with Uncle Raymond that time is also under the bus stop, near the bus stop. Then you explain why is it near, not opposite, why not at the bus stop? At the bus stop because you are standing at the focus point. Near the bus stop, you can be 1 meter away from the bus stop or 30 cm from the bus stop. Correct? Or you can say standing beside the bus stop. What is the close contact with the bus stop? So if as a police officer, right, if someone call us, police officer Raymond, there's a stranger standing at the bus stop. So I know he's there. If I say there's a stranger or there's a suspect standing next to the bus stop, so I have to be very specific. There are 3 bus stops. Which bus stop are you talking about? I saw 3 men also standing beside the bus stop. The one wearing in red t-shirts with blue pants and a hat. Okay, and next to an old lady. Now you get it? So the prepositions give you a more detailed descriptions. Now you get it? And it's very important in real life. Now you get it? True now. Then 我抓错人怎么办? Then the suspect 跑掉不是完蛋了咯？对不对? So imagine even you took the pictures or you call police. So your description must be very careful and very detailed. I hope you all understand, right? So you see, when I'm teaching these kind of things, I want to relate it in real life, so you feel better. So my advice is, if you can, no hard feeling. If you really feel like doing it, please do. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do. I don't like students to do things that is half-hearted. Because your parents never half-hearted to raise you up. They give their full effort to raise you up. And if you do half-hearted, then don't do. Okay? You're not professional. You're not 3M. Okay? So that is about it for today's lesson. So tomorrow we have another one is talking about, tomorrow lesson is very interesting. We're talking about strength, weakness, and opportunities, all right? So yes, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you all can come in before at least 3 minutes or 4 minutes before the class, okay? Right, so please tell your parents Thursday and Friday, Thursday most likely I may be late, but hopefully because I'm going to the polyclinic. And then Friday, my wife is going for injections, so I'm accompanying her in the morning. So this last 2 days, hopefully I'll be on time. I don't like to be late. I'm very OCD. I like to be punctual. That's Uncle Raymond. Okay, so let me stop the record.